My name is Lee. I'm a father to four. I have three wonderful children alive with me at home. However, I missed my first daughter in 2010. An experience that still carries very heavy with me. However, I've been living in Denmark now for many years and I feel very privileged, very much to the experience that I received in the hospital at that time. After this happened, we were taken away to a special department called U5. This department looks after parents in this situation. They were staffed with really competent people who began talking to us about what things could be done to ensure that we had time with our daughter. She was actually fully formed, fully grown, and our expectations were that we were going to take somebody home. So yeah, it was some way we had to outlive those thoughts, which was really hard. My immediate thought at that time was I didn't want to actually even see her. I just said no, I can't, it's just not going to happen. I need to keep my memory of her intact in a different way. I sat there actually for many days struggling, or many hours maybe, struggling to understand what happened and what should I do. But thankfully with the competent help that these nurses gave me, they spoke to me in a really kind, really empathetic way and with compassion. So I was really met with a great deal of empathy and understanding from these nurses. And after many talks with them, I started to understand the need to actually take her home, the need to actually fulfill some of the things that you do with a newborn child that I had up to only a day or two before had really expected I would be doing. I just couldn't cut them out. So I and my wife took her home and did the things that you would normally do with a newborn child. We took her for a walk down to the beach, which was an amazing experience. I was actually really proud. We were actually stopped by the neighbours and said, "Oh, your daughter." And we said, "Unfortunately, she's actually passed away." I didn't even think it was odd that I had my daughter in the pram. I actually thought it was totally normal, and I'm so proud, and I was so proud of that experience just then.
And they weren't?
No, they didn't.
Shocked
They weren't shocked either. They were totally in a scenario of, yeah, that's totally understandable. Of course you should do that.
And
so we were met with...
Wanted to see her?
Yeah, wanted to see her, met with understanding. So we took her down to the beach and spent some very emotional time or moments down there, which stay with me and still with me today. And that's why being with water now is just an amazing closeness to those moments which I had with her. I had her standing at home in our living room, and she was resting in her coffin, a tiny little coffin. Something that just seemed so absurd that she should be lying in a coffin. However, it gave us the time to really properly say goodbye, really properly say and experience time with her. We were also able to invite friends over and friends and family that would have seen her otherwise had she actually lived. And they were able to also take their time with her and with us as a family of four at that time. My family actually live in the UK, so one of the opportunities that gave us for having her home for some days was that they could actually get over. They could also have some time to say goodbye and time to meet her, I should actually say, to begin with.
And see that she was real.
And see that she was real. So these are moments that I cherish, totally cherish and remember. And after, I think she was home, or from the actual time of her death till the time that we had the service in the church was around about 7 days. It gave us a really good length of time to correctly and fully appreciate her both arrival and both departure. So that's, as I say, short of my story, but many experiences that still live with me to this day. But I'm still very, very glad of the guidance I was given by these wonderful, wonderful nurses that will never ever be forgotten from my life.